bright. That's better. Anyway, folks, I normally do setups on guitars that I buy just to get them in good playing order to show you. I just unpacked this and I just had to do a video. So this is a first look kind of deal, this Mustang looking guitar. And I've been kind of looking for offsets lately just because there's so few of them on offer from these budget companies. They're quite special when you find them. And I did one a couple of weeks ago of the CNZ Audio Jazzmaster copy. This one caught my eye, and it's one of the eBay sellers that sells the Cozart guitars that sells these. So they might be made by the same people, but they come with a King headstock. And I like this sort of nice big natural slab of wood. I always like guitars that have sort of a nice natural block of wood for a body, and you can see the figure in the wood. And I like black pick guards, so caught my eye. This is a two-piece body. I think it's mahogany, and it's got the belly carb and everything. Very standard bolt-on neck, but the neck pocket's actually quite clean. And you got sort of Tele style setup here with a single coil in the bridge, and then what looks to be a P90 there at the neck pickup with the standard Tele toggles and tone control bar there. It's quite nice. Rosewood neck, a nice slender, snaky headstock there, very bog standard. Tuners on there, if you can see them, pretty standard, nothing special on there. There's the King headstock again. A gloss neck, which you can, Scotch Brite or steel wool down if you wish. Things about this guitar is, again, it's a good platform for something like this, something different. What I see people doing with this, what I'm going to do is do some fret work on it, because I've got some sharp fret ends and they just need to be smoother. So the fret work is rough. It's not bad. It's just that, for optimal playing, you're going to want to clean up these frets and get it smoother. It feels a little dry too. Everything else works just fine. However, what I see happening with this guitar is people buying these and probably swapping out these pickups. They're very, very bright. Really bright, almost twangy. Really bright. Even the middle pickup, that's usually the sweet one, the middle position, is kind of bright. The neck sounds the best on this, actually. That actually sounds quite nice. So maybe it's this bridge single coil that people will want to switch out first, unless you like that really bright pickup for your high gain sounds. Some people really like sort of a bright pickup, but they're probably microphonic and fairly cheap. And I can't really tell you much more about these guitars, the way they come from. There are two sellers on eBay. One's called Senior, and I'm trying to remember what the other one's called. If I can think of it, I'll put it in the comments. But if you buy Cozart guitars, there are two of them. I think they exist in California that offer them. I get the sense that these Cozart guitars are kit guitars that these two sellers are putting together and putting finishes on them, but they sell them relatively cheap, so I'm not sure how they're making much money on them. However, I've noticed that this snake guitar. It's the only, is it snake? King, the King guitar. I'm thinking King Snake. It's different than Kozart, but it may be made by the same people. And I haven't seen, I may have seen one other guitar with King on it. So maybe there's, I think, I want to say it's like an Explorer type guitar, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these are just labeled differently, but made the same way as the Kozart guitars, or if this is a completely different company. I did hunt around on YouTube to see if anybody else had looked at this guitar. I found one other video by this guy who was pretty impressed with it and sounded like he was going to mod it out for metal. He just liked the look of it, and I agree with him. I think it is a pretty cool looking guitar, you know, with this very woody finish with the black pickguard, the black housing on the pickups. Yeah, I think it's a pretty sharp looking guitar. And another thing that people might change is it has the old traditional ashtray bridge with the 3 saddles. So you've got 2 on each side of the barrel saddles, so you can't get absolutely accurate intonation. People might want to switch this out and maybe put in the 6 saddle bridge. But I'm going to leave it as it is for a while and mess with it. Certainly clean up this neck situation and play it a little bit. If the pickups annoy me, I might mess around with, I've got a couple of pickups laying around. I might switch this one out and see how it sounds. I think you can probably get a standard humbucker in here as well if you wanted to switch this to a humbucker. So that might be a PAF style pickup. But anyway, there's a close-up again. And I'm not sure if there's a model number on these. It doesn't say anything on the guitar. There's no markings. There's not even a Made in China sticker on it. It does have a couple of string trees. People usually switch those out. They look pretty cheap. But this, I don't know, what do you think? I think it's pretty cool. And you get a King bag. You know, just a standard dust cover. You get a King bag, and it comes with a cable and a backpack strap for your bag. So you get all that. And I think these go for about somewhere between 180 and 200 on either of those selling sites. Cottony Joe is the other one. Cottony Joe or Senior are the 2 Kozart sellers, and sometimes you see these King guitars on their sites. And this one I had my eye on for a while, and I decided, since I'm having fun with hunting down offset guitars, I'd look at this one. And as far as aesthetics, I like this one the best so far. I like the way it looks. Let's just see if we can make it a more optimal player, because this would be a fun one to have in your arsenal. So if you don't know about these, and I'm not sure if this is available anywhere but in the US. I'm not sure if there is a UK or Australian seller for Kozart guitars. But certainly for people buying in the US, check out those 2 sellers. It seems like they always have one left of these. You buy one, they still have one left. So it's one of those kind of deals. If you're interested in a nice offset shape that you can play around with, I think these are good value. The body on this is really nice. I really like the body on this, and it kind of reminds me of my Godin Exit 22 body, which is, you know, a nice brown over wood, translucent brown over wood finish, very very traditional. Guild used to make a lot of Gratsch used to make a lot of these sort of natural woody type finishes with black pick guards back in the day. But anyway, you might want to check these out. I think you can. I think it's a make an offer situation, and I think yeah, somewhere around 180, 200 for this guitar. So just thought I'd show it to you. What I might do is set this up and bring it back for another video, maybe in a little bit more detail, because this is kind of unique. You know, you just don't see stuff like this every day, and it's kind of a cool opportunity for something a bit different. So I might do a setup on it and then revisit it after a setup, but I wanted to show it to you because I know people are excited by these offset opportunities. It's really hard to find in the budget bracket. I mean, you can buy Reverends and all kinds of nice guitars in the 700-800 brackets, but finding them for around 200, there's not that many available. So I thought I'd show you this. This is a King. I think they call it a Mustang on the listing, but it's certainly an offset spin-off guitar. There you go. All right, folks. See you on the next one.